everyone, today we're talking about the 2015-2016 TV season. The new shows for the upcoming TV season have been announced, and like I did last year, I'm going to be doing a video for each network talking about my first impressions of the show. We're going to be starting with NBC. Now, I'm basing my thoughts solely on the trailers because I haven't seen the first episode yet. However, I will be doing a follow-up video closer to the fall talking about my thoughts on the first episodes. I have also provided the links to the trailers on tvequals.com if you want to check them out. So let's delve into NBC's show, starting with Blind Spot. I gotta say, I'm quite interested in this one. It stars Sullivan Stapleton, whom you might know from Strike Back, and since I love Strike Back, of course, I'm excited. And Jamie Alexander. Seems kind of a mystery thriller trying to figure out the truth that this girl doesn't remember anything about where she came from, but she has tattoos all over her body, including the name of the FBI agent played by Sullivan Stapleton, and they're trying to piece the clues together from her tattoos. It has great potential to be good. I like the concept, so hopefully it's as good as it looks. The Player with Wesley Snipes and Philip Winchester, another Strike Back person. How crazy that both of them are in shows on NBC that I'm actually interested in checking out. I thought the trailer was pretty good. Again, I kind of like the concept of this guy trying to prevent murder before they happen, and since we know Philip Winchester is pretty good at action from all his Strike Back experience, I'm expecting some pretty cool action sequences, hopefully. Barnbreaker, starring Melissa George as a heart transplant surgeon. Just feels like another medical drama, and nothing really original about it. As I was watching the trailer, I was like, isn't this on TV already? It feels like we've seen this a million times. And to be honest, I'm not as big of a fan of medical dramas as I used to be, probably because I've seen too many of them. And since this one doesn't seem to have any special hook to it, I don't think I'll be watching it. People Are Talking, one of the few NBC comedies, and I mean, based on the trailer, I just feel Comedies are always hard. Even after watching the pilot, sometimes they can turn around and become really good, so it's always hard to figure out whether or not you're going to like something. The trailer wasn't more appealing than that for me. Of course, I always give them at least one episode to win me over, so we'll see. But so far, not sold. And those are the only shows that NBC released trailers for. There are tons of other shows also coming out this season that they have announced. However, because there are no trailers, it's always hard to figure out whether you're interested or not with just a picture and a synopsis. So I'll just list them off really quickly and then talk about some of the ones that kind of stuck out to me. Best Time Ever with Neil Patrick Harris, Chicago Med, Coach, Crowded, Game of Silence, Heroes Reborn, Hot and Bothered, Shades of Blue, Superstore, You, Me, and the End of the World. Yeah, lots of shows. There are three that stood out to me particularly, including Heroes Reborn, which is of course based on the show Heroes. They're just bringing new characters. Now, I actually gave up on Heroes a few seasons in, but the pictures released so far look pretty cool. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, it could actually be really good. And Zachary Levi is the star of the show, so that makes it a little more exciting to me. So I'm definitely hopeful and excited about it. Next one is You, Me, and the End of the World. Well, this one for some reason, I like the title and I kind of like the promo picture that they have released. It actually looks really funny. I like Rob Lowe, although he does have another show on Fox, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But I just like the concept of end of the world comedy type of thing, so based on that, I'm very curious about this show and a little bit excited. And the last one that stood out to me is Superstore. Again, it's a little bit because of the promo photo released. I think it looks kind of funny, and I tend to like independent films set in stores, following the people working there, so I'm hoping that we get a little bit of that with this. I might be completely off. Again, it's hard to tell with just one photo and a synopsis, but I'm hopeful that it could be something fun to watch. And that's it for NBC, but of course, those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you and what you're excited about from NBC. Let me know in the comments. Next, we'll be talking about Fox's shows, so make sure to keep an eye out for that and subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss it. I'll also be adding the links to each of the network's videos that I do as they come out, so you can go check them out if you miss anything. And you can also follow me on Twitter if you're interested in hearing more, because I'll probably be talking about those new shows more and more as we get closer to the fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.